Okay, so you may be right now experiencing the feeling of being stuck where you are, being in the daily grind, day in and day out. Maybe don't look forward to anything. You wake up in the morning and all you want to do is fall back asleep. You're not excited about your day, you're not excited about what you're going to do, and you feel like you haven't progressed anywhere significant in the last few months or maybe even the last few years. I'm just going to cover a couple different solutions to that in this video, and hopefully you can take something away from it. So, being stuck, the feeling of being stuck. Why do we feel this way? So normally when we feel stuck in life and we have certain symptoms like the feeling that life is passing you too quickly, and that the last year or the last couple of years may have just gone like that in the blink of an eye, and you don't even know where they went. Now, of course, if you're watching this shortly after release, there's tangible reasons as to external reasons as to why the last year or two may have felt like it went really quickly. However, in general, if you feel like time tends to go very quickly for you without much changing, this could be a symptom of that. It's something that naturally happens as you get older, but I feel like we're starting to feel that much more than we could. And the main reason for that is because doing the exact same monotonous routine day in and day out every single day, it kind of creates a blur. So it makes all of the days kind of meld into one another, and there's nothing distinct, there's nothing that stands out. Maybe there's one or two things a year possibly that just actually stand out as highlights for you, and everything else is just a massive blur. However, if you do something to shake up your routine in some way, or something to make you feel alive on a regular basis, there are two ways of being able to actually shift out of this. So let me go back to why we actually feel this way. The gist of why we feel this way is because what we're doing in essence is surviving, not actually living our lives. We're merely just surviving. And the only bit of living we're really doing is in our imaginations, in our head, because we're normally postponing our life for a hypothetical future that may or may not ever even exist. So we're not really living for the present moment. We're just living for the future and surviving, merely surviving in the present moment to get to that future. Now, there are two possible ways that this could be remedied. So you do actually have a bit more passion for life. You do look forward to getting out of bed in the morning, and you do actually find yourself engaged with a day-to-day life, as opposed to just caught up in the daily grind and having like 1 or 2 holidays a year that are your highlights. So one thing that you do, or one thing that you could do, is have a plan. So a plan for daily action, something that you do every single day in order to move you tangibly towards a long-term goal. So instead of this idea just sort of being in your head of where you'd like to be, you do something very deliberately every single day to move you tangibly closer to that. So no matter what happens, one action, one simple action a day. Doesn't have to be the biggest thing in the world, just something that actually moves you forward in that way, right? That's one thing you could do. The other thing you could do is do something every day or as frequently as you can, which helps you engage with the present moment and helps you enjoy the actual moment. It could be something silly. It doesn't have to be something super extravagant. It could just be skating or skateboarding. It could be playing with a yo-yo. It could be just like solving a Rubik's Cube or fiddling around with a Rubik's Cube. It could be trampolining. It could be a whole host of different things, right? It could be playing games with your friends. It could be going for a run in the park. Anything that you find serves you in a way where it makes you really present and in tune with just feeling alive and enjoying the present moment. Do that as frequently as you can. Ideally, something that you can do every single day, but as frequently as possible is ideal. And the way that these two things actually help solve those problems is that the first thing, which would be having a daily action that tangibly moves you forward, would be that it helps you actually enjoy the... I'm skipping ahead to the second thing. What the first action does, the first solution of those daily actions every single day that lead you to your goal, is that it actually moves you forward towards that goal. It is something that makes you progress every single day. It's quite self-explanatory. But rather than you feeling stuck in life where you might wake up like months from now or even years from now and find yourself in the exact same place, you would have progressed as far as the work you've put in on that daily basis. So as of now, you may have found that the last year or the last few months has just passed you by and you've been in the exact same place. This is a direct remedy for that, where as long as you know you're doing something every single day, it's impossible to find yourself in the exact same place. As long as you're taking a significant step every day. Doesn't have to be a 20% jump, but at least a 1% every single day. Something steady but significant that can, in a year from now, have you wake up and you're in a completely different situation than you were 365 days ago. Now, what the second thing does, the second solution of doing more things that help you engage in the present moment, is that actually helps you enjoy the process of attaining those goals. So it helps you enjoy the present moment. It helps you enjoy your life as you are right now, instead of postponing that happiness and postponing that enjoyment for a hypothetical future that might never arrive. So rather than merely just surviving on a day-to-day basis and living for this hypothetical future, what you're doing is helping yourself get in tune with enjoying the moment where you are now on the way to that future. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. First solution helps you actually move towards the direction you want to. Second solution helps you enjoy the process of where you are right now as you're moving towards that goal. Done.